Good morning, children. This is science period. Till now, children, we have discussed that everything around us is matter. Water, fruits, eatables, we find it in kitchen, trees, plants, animals, motor cars, bikes, house, balloon, environment where we are living, air we breathe, maximum thing. Most of the thing is matter. Yes, and children, we know that matter is divided into three different classes or state. There are three states of matter. Yes, solids, liquids, and gases. And these stages are different different from each other. And how they differentiate from each other? Because of their molecule arrangement. Yes, so let's see. Solids, they have definite shape and definite volume. Why? Because all particles are very closely together. All molecule particles are tightly packed. They don't have space to move. That is why they are having fixed shape and fixed volume. Is it clear, children? And that is only the reason we can hold in our hands. We can hold solids in our hand. Now come to liquids. Liquids have an indefinite shape and a definite volume. Why? Because particles, that means molecules in the liquid, are not not tightly packed. You can see there is space between molecules, and these space are known as intermolecular space. So because they are having enough space between the molecules, that is why they move here and there, and because of this they flow easily, and we cannot hold them in our hands. We need container for holding liquid. Is it clear, children? And that is why they don't have definite shape. They have an indefinite shape. Is it clear? And but they are having definite volume. Is it clear? Now come to gases. Gases have an indefinite shape, means they don't have fixed shape, and they don't have fixed volume also. Why? Because their molecules are far away. They are having lot of space between two molecules. In short, we can say they have good intermolecular space between them. That is why they spread and they flow in all four directions. That is why they don't have definite shape and definite volume. So this is all about matter. Now children, we will be learning about solubility of solids in liquid. Okay, solubility of solids in liquids. You must be thinking that what is solubility? Solubility basically is a character or property of dissolving. When things dissolve in water, okay, a solid which is having this characteristic, this property that they easily dissolve in liquid. That is called solubility. Yes, children, see here. Solubility, ability to dissolve in another substance to form uniform mixture. Ability to dissolve in another substance to form uniform mixture. Now children, understand like this. You are new to school. Suppose there is a boy named Rohan, and Rohan is a new admission in school. He doesn't have any friend, but he is having one very good property, characteristic or property, whatever you want, you may feel that he makes friend easily. He makes friend easily. So very first day he mixes with all the children in the class, and he makes lot of friend. Is it clear? So what ability he is having? He is having ability to make friends. Yes, that characteristic of making new friends is his ability. Yes, his characteristic. In a same way, solid like salt, sugar, have you noticed it dissolved easily in water? Yes, so they dissolve easily in water. So dissolving in water is their ability of salt and sugar. And there are many other solid that easily dissolves in water. So this characteristic of dissolving in water is known as solubility. This property of dissolving in water easily is known as, not water, basically in liquid, is known as solubility. So now I believe you understood, dear. Ability to dissolve in another substance to form new mixture is known as solubility. And this here, in to understand the solubility, now see, there is a solute. What is solute, children? A substance which dissolve in another. Like, what is another substance is here? Another substance is liquid here. What is another substance here? Another substance is liquid here. So solid that dissolves in liquid easily is known as solute. Understand this way. Let's see what are the examples of solute: salt, sugar, coffee powder, and different color powder that we use in Holi festival. Yes, children, have you noticed that salt easily dissolves in water and taste of water changed? When we mix salt with water, water becomes salty. And when we mix sugar, what is the taste of water? That is sweet. Yes. And what happens when we mix coffee in water? It Coffee becomes dark black or brownish color. Yes, children. And it is little bitter in taste. Yes. And these are the different colors which we mix in water and play Holi in Holi. Yes, children. So the things that we dissolve in water is known as solute. Is it clear? Now, what is solvent? Solvent in which we mix it. In which we mix it. Like different liquid. And basically water is a very good example of solvent. And water is a universal solvent. Means in water many things dissolve easily. Many things mixes easily in water. But other than water, there are many other liquids which we can use as solvent. So now children, I believe solubility is clear to you, solute is clear to you, solvent is clear to you. Solubility is ability to dissolve, ability to mix. Yes, and solute, the thing that we mix, the thing that we dissolve. And solvent means in which we dissolve, in which we mix. Is it clear, children? Now, children, understand this. When we add solute and solvent together, what they form, the new thing that forms is known as solution. Yes. So what is solution? Solution is the mixture formed by solute and solvent. When we add solute with solvent, the new thing that is formed is known as solution. To make it clear, let's see. This is the formula: solute plus solvent is equal to solution. Yes, now see, with the help of the pictures, it will be more clear to you. So salt, sugar, coffee and color powder is what? Solute. And when we add these with solvent, that means liquid, they form solution. You see, when we add salt to water, we get salty water. When we add sugar to water, we get sweet water. Yes, when we add coffee powder to hot water, we get hot good coffee. Okay. And when we add these colors to water, we get different color, liquid colors. Yes, a color which is here, it is in solid form, but after adding it in water, it gives colored solution. Yes, this is clear to you, children. Now children, come to solute. Solute means think that we add in solvent. That solute is divided into two parts: soluble substance and insoluble substance. Soluble substance are those solids that easily dissolve in liquids. Soluble substance are those solids that easily dissolves in liquid. Yes children, see for example, again I am taking the same example: salt, sugar, milk powder. Instead of coffee powder, now I have taken milk powder. Have you seen small babies? They their mother mix milk powder in water and make milk and they give them to drink. Yes, or sometimes milk powder when we are traveling by train or by air and we demand for tea. We get tea, they provide us milk powder. With sugar cubes, they provide us milk powder which we dissolve in water and make milk. Yes, children. So, milk powder is a soluble substance, and these watercolor. You all are very much familiar with watercolors because you are fond of painting. Yes. So, need not to speak much on watercolors. So these are the things which dissolves in water. That is why they are known as soluble substance. Now the other category is insoluble substance. That means which do not dissolve in water. Which do not dissolve in water, like tea leaves. Have you seen tea leaves? Your mama makes tea in the morning. What happens? That flavor, that color water gets, but the tea leaves she used to throw. Yes, because tea leaves never dissolves in water. Chalk powder never dissolves in water. Sand, it will never dissolve in water. And flour, from which we make chapati. In Hindi we call it atta. It never dissolves in water. So children, I believe soluble substance and insoluble substance is clear to you. Soluble substance which dissolves in water, insoluble substance which do not dissolve in water. Is it clear, children? Now children, after understanding solubility, solute, solvent and solution, let's see how uniform solution forms. You must be thinking now, what is uniform solution? To understand this thing children, just think about that time when you mix spoon of sugar, 1 spoon of sugar in a glass of water. When you mix one sugar in glass of water, what happens? That complete glass of water becomes sweet. Yes, it becomes sweet. Every sip of that glass, every sip of water of that glass becomes sweet. Why? Because you mix sugar in that. Yes, children. Have you ever noticed that one sip is sweet and the second sip is less sweet and third sip is not sweet at all? No, it never happens like this. Yes, because sugar mixed so well that complete water of that glass becomes sweet. So this is what? This is uniform solution. Yes, because solid mixes properly in complete water. Is it clear, children? Now let's understand with the help of example or diagrams. Now see, this is red color powder which is solid, and what we call solid that dissolves in water, we call it solute. When we add in solvent, here solvent is what? Water, liquid. Yes, liquid, that is water we are using as a solvent. Yes, then they forms what? Solution. They form solution. Now children, see here in the first picture, this red picture. What is this? These are the molecules of red solid color. Yes, red color powder. These are the molecules. Yes, when these red color molecules mix with this water molecules, they form this solution. Now see how they mix. Children, you know, you can see here in solid they are tightly packed. There is no intermolecular space. Yes, they are closely packed and they are not having space to move. Yes, that is why they are having fixed shape and size. Now see here in liquid, the molecules are having gap between them. They are having pretty good intermolecular space. Yes, that is why they easily flow and they don't have fixed shape. Yes, now what happens when these molecules break down in smaller particles, in smaller molecules, that small particles, that molecules between these fix between these gap uniformly. Is it clear, children? They see in third picture, you can see the gaps are filled by red color molecule, which is these are the molecules of red color powder. That is why we see water in red color after mixing red powder to it. Is it clear, children? So this is how uniform solution form. Is it clear, children? So this is all about today's class. Now, children, I believe you all are clear with what is matter and how it forms. Yes, and with different examples of matter. Thank you, class. Stay blessed.